Hi, welcome to Mystic Milk. I am Lori Lopez, and I'm here to share with you another supernatural encounter that I had with Jesus. So let's get started. I never thought that I would come back to the Catholic Church. I was a cradle Catholic, but somewhere along the line, I wandered in and out of non-denominational churches, and well, I was chasing a God I already knew, but in a way, I thought it would be easier or freer or less structured. I don't know. But then one day, everything changed, and He led me to the Eucharist, and you can watch that video on my channel. I still struggled though for weeks after this encounter, and one day I decided to go to adoration. And if you don't know what adoration is, I can share my experience. It is a truly holy experience. Most Catholic churches have a small chapel or sanctuary where the Eucharist is kept, where Jesus is adored in silence, in a silent meditation. It's a beautiful place where you can just soak in his presence and seek him. This was the first time I had ever gone to Eucharistic Adoration, and I walked in nervous, not even really knowing how to do this, right. I had heard people say that you just sit with him, be still. So that's what I did. I sat before the Eucharist, believing by faith that this was really Jesus. And I waited. I had been struggling for weeks just after my encounter with him in the church, and I was struggling between the Protestant teachings that felt familiar and this undeniable pull in my spirit towards the church I had left. So I wanted to hear his voice. I wanted to know where I belonged. And in that stillness, he spoke. And I began to write in my journal as fast as I could, tears falling as I heard him say, "Oh, my rebellious children, they know not how to honor their mother and father. They curse and run away, slamming the door shut. And I stand on the other side, weeping and mourning, for I love each of them so much, but they chose to leave me. They are like rebellious teenagers, wanting to do everything their own way. They preach from the pulpit, claiming to know what I have taught, but they are wrong. They bring their dirty hands to the dinner table, and they defile my Last Supper. They do not eat with me often enough. I am so grateful, daughter, that you have come home. I know there seems to be a lot of rules, tradition, and structure, but that is good for children. Without structure, my children run wild, not knowing the truth. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Continue to listen, dear one, for you are the apple of my eye, and I am so happy you are home." I couldn't stop crying. In that moment, I realized I had been the rebellious child. I had run away from home, from the church, from the table of the Eucharist, and the Father wasn't angry. He was weeping for me and welcoming me home. If you've walked away from the Catholic Church, or maybe you've just drifted in your own heart, I want you to hear this. He is calling you back to the table. Maybe you've been, I don't know, searching for Jesus outside of the church. Maybe you've been hungry for his presence, but have never actually come close enough to taste and see his fullness. Friend, he is here in the Eucharist at his table, and he is saying, come home. If your heart is stirring right now, I want to invite you to come to Mass on Sunday, come to confession, come to adoration, come sit at his table, come home to the heart of the Father, because to him, you are the apple of his eye. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Guys, this experience was, I don't even have words. These words that I wrote down, they're not my own. I could not have come up with that in a minute of writing. And when I read this afterwards, I was just in shock. Like I literally heard him speaking these words into my spiritual ears. And it's just powerful. There's just no coming back from that. He is in the Eucharist. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I want everyone to experience this. And that's why this channel is made today, because I want them to experience his fullness. I want them to have encounters with him. And so that they can start to walk with him daily. So if you like stories like this, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to talking to you about the next one. I know y'all are going to really enjoy it. I think it's probably going to have to do with probably when I got to visit the mansion in heaven. So I'm really excited about that. I'll talk to you soon.